It's Ron Brown with Tech for Seniors. You know, 6 months ago, I purchased the Fitbit Sense watch and made a video about it. Today, the misunderstood Fitbit Sense revised my opinions after 6 months. Now remember, if you like this video, please click the like, and we'd sure appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continuing to make videos like you're seeing today. Thanks so much. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 things I like about the watch, and I'm going to talk about 3 things I hate about the watch, and then I'm going to give you some suggestions. So let's get on with it. Here are the 3 things I like about the Fitbit Sense. I like the beautiful Ameloid display. It is a gorgeous watch and has a really brilliant display. I thought when I purchased it, I would have it as a always on display, but realized I like the intermittent display, which of course gives me more battery life. Since I leave the watch on all the time, I was very paranoid about the watch face scratching. So I purchased some covers that go over top of the watch. These are plastic, they work very well and are not that expensive. I will leave a link in the show notes below on the Amazon link. I didn't change the original face on the clock and kept it the same. I do like the battery. The battery is an excellent battery, and as I discussed in the video, I usually charge it every morning while I'm in the shower for about 20 minutes. I like the health monitoring aspect of the watch. I'm not going to go into details on all the things that it does in monitoring it, as that is in the original video. But all in all, I think that the health monitoring works very well. You do have to wear this watch on a 24-hour basis because the health monitoring is done through the evening and night. So it occurs while you're sleeping. So if you take the watch off when you go to bed, this is not the watch for you. But all in all, I think it does very well. I like the integration with the Fitbit app. I've owned many Fitbit watches and feel very comfortable with my new watch and its integration with the Fitbit app on my phone. I think this all works very well. All right, let's look at the 3 things I hate about the Fitbit Sense watch. Now, I don't like Google's lack of commitment. What I mean by this is their lack of commitment to the watch. And that was part of the reason I made the first video called The Misunderstood Fitbit Sense Watch. 2 examples are, first of all, the cardiac monitoring. The ECG feature was not available on the watch when it was released. It first was available in the United States, but this is a watch that is sold globally. In Canada, it wasn't available until about 4 months later, and there was no product support or any information on any of the forums regarding this. This was very stressful because, of course, that's one of the major reasons people buy this watch. And in fact, last week I had an email from Australia, and they were complaining it still hasn't been approved in Australia. So come on, Google, if you're going to sell this watch globally, you need a commitment. The second thing that is a lack of commitment is their ability to use this in conjunction with your phone. Now, your phone is paired to your watch through Bluetooth. Now, it is true that you can set it up, and I have to receive a call on your watch. Your watch will ring, you can answer your call, and you can have a conversation. But you can't make a phone call from your watch. So there is no LTE version of this watch. Now, in a high-end watch that is competing amongst the top 3 watches on the market today, to have a watch that doesn't have LTE capability, again, shows me a lack of commitment. That is number 1 reason why I don't like the Fitbit Sense. My second reason for not liking the Fitbit Sense is the lack of apps. I am constantly trying to find a use for my very nice Fitbit Sense watch. If you go to the App Store, you'll find very few apps are written for this watch, unlike Apple's watch. This is only going to get worse since Google has announced that the Fitbit Sense watches will be leaving the Fitbit Sense operating system and going to Android Wear. So I don't see this ever changing for the Fitbit Sense watch. So this is something you may consider before purchasing this. The third thing I don't like about this watch is the health monitoring notification. Well, overnight it does a pretty good job of monitoring various functions with your body. You would think that in the morning, if there was a problem, it would notify you. If you are having no problems and you're wearing your watch and having things monitored at night, it's really inconvenient to have to look at all those views every morning and try and figure out if anything has changed. It would be so simple to have a notification if something that they were monitoring changed and needed attention. So here are my thoughts about the Fitbit Sense watch. First of all, it is important to define a purpose before purchasing. What are you going to use the watch for? There are two distinct features of this watch that sets them apart many other watches. The two features are, first of all, the EDA sensor. This is a special sensor that is on the back of the watch that is measuring your stress level. This is called an EDA sensor and is involved in stress management. The second feature, of course, is the ECG feature. So my point is this: I'm not a stressful person, and I think I manage my stress well. So to have to put the palm of my hand over top of the watch and wait 2 minutes for it to tell me that I'm stressed out is not applicable for what I want to watch for. The second part is I don't have any heart problems. And while the ECG feature is great and really works well, if you're healthy and you don't have any cardiac problems, are you ever going to use that feature? So if you take the EDA sensor away and you take the ECG feature away, here's the problem. You have a $30 watch. All the features of the watch will be available on cheaper models of watches such as the Wise Watch, which you can purchase for under $30. So why purchase the Fitbit Sense with its limited functionality? So just remember, these are the changing times. The Fitbit Sense currently is heavily discounted. I suspect it's probably making way for changes and a new watch coming out. So if you have some cardiac problems, you think you need to manage your stress better, maybe this is a watch that you can pick up and it will be helpful for you. Remember, the Fitbit line is all going to be replaced with Android Wear. We also have blood sugar monitoring coming, so it is so important for you to define the use of the watch before you purchase it. It's Ron Brown with Tech for Seniors. Please click the like, and if you want to see more, the subscribe. Thanks a lot. Till we meet again. Bye now.